I want to watch this video. I've always hated Salt Bae. So I want to see what his demise is because I'm a hate watcher.
Closures, rapidly declining reviews. Restaurant closures, rapidly declining reviews, and his lowest growth on Instagram in over 6 years. Things have gone from bad to worse for Salt Bae, which is best observed by looking at each controversy up until this unfavorable point. His first time in hot water came just months after Salt Bae first went viral, occurring when fans scrolled back through his Instagram to find this photo commemorating the life of Fidel Castro in
Whoa! What?
his death. At around the same time,
Based chat. Isn't Fidel Castro a bad guy? Or did he play for the Red Sox? Which then he's also a bad guy. Fidel Castro, Ruz was a Cuban revolutionary and a politician who was the leader of Cuba from 1959 to 2008. Chat, 2008 is when the economic crash happened. This guy's terrible.
Salt Bae had recently opened a steakhouse in Miami, a city to which approximately 500,000 Cubans had fled to as a result of Castro's leadership. Some people just don't think. To post pics like this and then open a restaurant in Miami. Really? I just called and cancelled 2 reservations and told them how I feel about their salt guy.
Oh my god, you're such a Karen.
Picture posted
Shut the fuck
a few
up.
days after Castro's death. Nice thought, WTF. He should open in Cuba and
Imagine
sprinkle
making
his
this
salt
post.
over there.
What a
The
bitch.
comments on the
Shut
post
up.
itself echoed a similar sentiment, leading Salt Bae to remove the picture. However, he'd find himself in a similar controversy less than a
Let's all type exactly what he just said. Everyone spell picture the way he just said it. Pikachu. Like, what the fuck did he just say? Picture.
year later. In September 2018, Salt Bae came under scrutiny once again for providing a feast to the Venezuelan president, who governs a country in which 64% of people have reported losing significant amounts of weight, 11 kilos or 24 pounds on
America needs this guy.
average,
I'm getting canceled today.
amid worsening food shortages. As a Venezuelan, it angers me seeing my president feasting on a meal while me and my family were starving. I cannot believe this video. This guy eating tomahawk steaks or whatever that is, and the people from his country dying of hunger. Food tastes so much better when you know the folks back home are starving. After the Venezuelan president then explained that Salt Bae had personally invited him to the restaurant, protests broke out in front of Salt Bae's Miami restaurant, with one sign reading, "Did you know, Salt Bae, that in the time it took you to wine and dine dictator Maduro with your bloody meat, at least one Venezuelan child died of extreme malnutrition."
That says stream, not extreme.
However, this might not have even been Salt Bae's biggest controversy for the
Wow, that's
month.
a lot of people.
Only 8 days after these
that restaurant's
protests,
packed.
a new article was posted reading, 4 tourists are set on fire at Instagram star Salt Bae's Istanbul restaurant, which had happened as a result of a fire show gone wrong. One of the tourists who'd been set on fire was a Czechoslovakian YouTuber and model named Tina Stresnikova, who suffered burns to more than 35% of her body and can be seen with slight but visible burn scars on her Instagram even till this day. Her 23-minute video on the topic, translating to "the moment that changed my life," is unfortunately spoken in Czechoslovakian without subtitles. However, an article posted a year after the incident stated that Tinus had received no compensation for the mistake, and that the restaurant had instead destroyed all evidence.
Not even ribs? Like, what the?
Related to the incident. Salt Bae did eventually pay out $230,000 in compensation, although not to Tinus for permanently altering her appearance, but rather to 4 mistreated employees in Salt Bae's next big controversy. The 4 employees claimed that Salt Bae was taking 3% from their total tips, which was followed by Salt Bae firing the 4 employees after being confronted about it. As a result, the employees launched a wrongful termination lawsuit, explaining that their former boss had an authoritarian, dictatorial attitude who doesn't care about local
How did Salt Bae even get popular, chat? I don't even remember. Was it just him putting salt on people's foods?
laws. They even suggested Salt Bae likened himself to Tony Montana and humiliated them on occasions in the lawsuit. Yet Salt Bae responded by stating, "I don't get a
Like, when was Salt Bae? Salt Bae. When did he get popular? Like, I don't even remember. An internet meme in January 2017. So, about 6 years ago. You guys thought it was Vine. It wasn't, I guess. It was 2017? It says 2017 he got popular.
a share of the employees' tips. I've never done that in any of my restaurants. I was not satisfied with the performance of the 4 employees. They didn't match my understanding of work. They weren't as good as I wanted, so I terminated their contract right away. Yet these 4 employees weren't the only ones claiming that they'd been mistreated while working for Salt Bae. A former employee at the Nusret restaurant in London described it as gold from the outside but shit from the inside, whilst another compared the working environment to the Hunger Games, as staff never knew if they'd be fired during a shift, with a third likening the restaurateur to a dictator.
Nice.
Former employee Frank Tefano stated that he was treated poorly as a result of being American, while another former manager explained his world was nothing but Instagram and fame. The sensation was him. He ended up getting this godlike complex, highlighting Salt Bae's next big problem. With massive artworks of his one viral moment, and every third Instagram picture being him working out shirtless, it seems Salt Bae is just a bit too full of himself, and while some degree of ego might be necessary for success, he takes it to a whole new level. When interviewed by The Times in 2019, Salt Bae seemed convinced that every kid wanted to be him, stating, "Now everybody wants to be a butcher because of me. Now if you ask a kid, they want to be Salt Bae. They see me as an idol. I'm an inspiration to a lot of people in a very short period of time, also always taking the opportunity to brag about money." Salt Bae had posted an $8,000 bill as well as a different $47,000 bill, yet the picture that really kicked up a stink was the $167,000 bill posted to Salt Bae's Instagram with the title "Quality Never Expensive." The opulent bill mixed with his arrogant description prompted comments such as, "I have eaten in your restaurant, quality is questionable, and I've eaten there, the food was not good," with this sentiment being echoed by countless different people. YouTube channel Google Foods ordered the $2,000 steak before stating this.
You guys say I have an ego?
It was not what
I do.
we expected. For $2,000, I gotta say, I thought it would be way bigger.
Also adding that the $275 tomahawk steak had been cooked incorrectly.
That was rare, even though we ordered medium rare. Now,
This is like the Linus Tech Tips of steaks.
If you order medium rare, you should get what you paid for.
A different YouTuber, UA Eats, who was looking to give a purely objective review, stated that the waiter's performance was fun, yet the quality of the food was no better than any other steakhouse. On TripAdvisor, Salt Bae's London restaurant is ranked at 15,200 out of 15,700 restaurants, with its rating of 2.5 stars, making it worse than 96.8% of all other restaurants in the city. The steakhouse features predominantly.
We gotta go there. I gotta. You know who gotta go there? Extra Emily, and I'll react to it. She's gotta go. She's gotta go. We have. Did they all close? If they haven't closed it, we gotta go.
Terrible and 1-star reviews.
We gotta go.
Complaining about horrible quality,
I'll
bad
go with
service,
her. I actually
so
do
incredibly expensive for such a bad quality of food. This guy was upset after the restaurant charged him 44 British pounds for 4 Red Bulls.
Scrumptious.
However, at least he didn't call the police after finding out the price, which is what happened over in Florida. Whilst eating at Salt Bae Steakhouse in Miami, Dwayne Miranda ordered 2 standard $275 tomahawk steaks, yet he was instead unknowingly presented with 2 golden tomahawk steaks, being charged more than $5,000 for his meal when he eventually got to the counter. We ordered 2 tomahawk steaks and a rack of lamb for the table. When the bill came, we were shocked by the total. They insisted that we ordered the golden option and charged us $1,000 for each. We absolutely did not order that option, although we did eat what was brought to the table thinking this was the normal presentation for our order.
That means that it's not worth $1,000 if you didn't even know the difference.
It was clear that the waiter was trying to take advantage of the situation. After disputing the misunderstanding with management, they decided to involve local law enforcement rather than do the right thing. We paid the disputed $5,000 bill to avoid further conflict, yet this was still minor in comparison to what happened at Salt Bae Steakhouse in Boston. After opening up on the 18th of September 2020, the restaurant, quote, almost immediately began racking up health code violations.
Oh, we gotta go.
City inspectors reported that COVID-19 safety guidelines were being flouted, crowds were not social distancing, 2 fire exits were blocked, permits were not in order, the dishwasher was not running hot enough, and the refrigerators were apparently too cold, leading the government to shut the restaurant down only 1 week after opening. In the meantime, Salt Bae posted this seemingly wholesome family photo to his Instagram, yet this would also end in another wave of criticism. Turkey chef Salt Bae meets mother after 2 years, criticized for not looking after her. It seems Salt Bae was getting loads of backlash in every situation, regardless of whether or not he he deserved it. For example, when a waiter at one of his restaurants accidentally dropped a steak, Salt Bae was getting roasted in the comments by people saying that he was going to charge them twice. People simply didn't like him, so when he'd actually do something deplorable in December 2022, the whole world took it as a chance.
Oh yeah, this was ego to an extreme. This was so much ego.
To completely
This was way too far.
And utterly destroy him. After Argentina beat France in the World Cup final, Salt Bae waltzed onto the field as if he was everybody's best friend.
God,
he
dude.
pestered Messi for a photo, snatched the World Cup from a baby.
I can't believe that this guy thinks that he matters at all. That he matters at all to Messi. To Messi. This guy's a internet meme. That's all he is. You're an internet meme. And you're going to throw yourself onto the field with Messi, like probably one of the most famous people in the world right now. Right after the World Cup, you guys say I have an ego. I'm not this bad. This is a new world of ego.
And bit down on one of the winners' medals.
I didn't even know he did that. What the fuck? You bit on the medal? You know this guy probably said fine, but he didn't want to, and this guy was like, please let me do this for Instagram.
Prompting negative comment after negative comment, as well as an instant response from the media who wrote, Salt Bae was pathetically thirsty to get World Cup selfies and pissed off Argentina in the process. Only a day later, the FIFA president unfollowed Salt Bae on Instagram before launching an investigation into how Salt Bae was allowed on the field, revealing that only the World Cup winners and heads of state are allowed to touch the trophy during the closing ceremony, let alone kiss and disrespect it. The next day, Salt Bae tried to show that he and Messi were friends by posting a video of them together in his steakhouse. However, comments such as old video where Messi made a mistake visiting your restaurant showed that fans definitely weren't buying it. Excluding this video, Salt Bae provided no response to his World Cup behavior until just 1 month ago, when he'd finally talk about the event in a tell-all interview. He stated, "It was a combination of my love of Argentina and my excitement. I love Argentina. I've lived there. I went to support them. Many of the team have come to the restaurant. I didn't feel a stranger. It was a special moment. I can't do anything about the reason I was there, but I would never ever step on the World Cup pitch again. There were 2 billion people watching the World Cup.
You grabbed the World Cup. Like, are you out of your mind? This is not the excuse.
How many people are speaking about me? 5 billion, the whole world. I didn't go on the pitch with the purpose of advertising. I just felt like it. Then there was a bit of a surprise. There were at least another 1,000 people on the pitch, but when they show the video, they make out it was just me. I never ever wanted to overshadow anything.
Yeah, this is just bragging. He's so good. His ego's so good.
I didn't like the attention, with the possible motive for the explanation being that things haven't been going so well for Salt Bae ever since that day. Just 2 weeks prior to giving that interview, Salt Bae had to close down
Well, 5 billion people saw this.
on his self-titled Salt Bae Burger restaurant in New York City, which had gained a reputation for selling $99 gold-flaked milkshakes and a $100 burger wrapped in gold foil. On top of this, it's been reported that Salt Bae Steakhouse in Greece is now receiving a third of the bookings it used to, from 600
damn it, we gotta go quick
per day, while his London steakhouse, which we discussed earlier as having some of the worst reviews in the city, recently announced that they'd be reducing their prices in, quote, what appears to be a desperate bid to entice customers back through its doors.
Chat, we gotta go.
Over the last 6 months, Salt Bae has gained approximately 300,000 followers per month, and while this is still a bafflingly high number for someone who seemingly does very little, this is the lowest growth he's had on social media since first blowing up in January 2017.
Chat, where is one of his restaurants that are currently around right now? Where are they? Give me one of those $5,000 golden steaks. Wait, there's one in Dallas? They have one in Dallas. Oh, I kind of want to go.